You found it. Your home for the best content on your favorite team, the Fighting Tigers of LSU. Do us a favor. Subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments below. Be sure to smash that like button. Big congrats go to Damone Clark, who has been named a finalist for the Butkus Award. So the Butkus goes annually to the best linebacker in college football. And Devin White is LSU's only winner of the Butkus. He won it in 2018. Kevin Minter got absolutely hosed back in 2012. Manti Te'o won the award. It should have been Kevin Minter. Minter had more tackles, more sacks, more tackles for loss, basically everything except a fake dead girlfriend. Yes, Te'o had a good year that year. I'm not trying to dismiss that, and Notre Dame was undefeated and all, but Kevin Minter was a better linebacker than Manti Te'o then and still now, as evidenced by the fact that Kevin Minter is still running around playing linebacker for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers after he's been in the lead for a decade. He's fantastic and should have won it then. And I will say it right now, Damone Clark should win the Butkus this year. He should. I don't know that he will, but he should. Damone Clark is one of 6 finalists for this award, and I'll break that down in just a quick second. But here's what Damone Clark said when he was asked about being named a Butkus finalist.
I'm just grateful for Coach Baker. Coach Baker, back in the spring, when he first got here, we sat down and just went over everything. So, I give credit to Coach Baker, and also I give all my credit to God. Without God, I wouldn't be in the situation that I'm in. But there's always room for improvement. And I know going to this game, it's the last game. We got a lot to play for. You know what I'm saying? So I know the things that that I have to do going into this game. I'm just gonna build my feet are, as Coach Baker always tell me. Just build your feet are, and just take it one day at a time, one game at a time.
Damone Clark's transformation this year is one of the more remarkable we've seen in recent memory. He is a 3-year starter, but remember, he got the number 18 last year, and it was largely let's just say it was a disappointment. Late in the season, he lost his starting job. Last year he played in just nine games for the Tigers and had 63 tackles on the season. 4 tackles for loss and 1 sack. For a guy wearing 18 that was expected to be the leader in the middle of that defense, replacing Devin White in 2018, and then it was supposed to be Clark coming through, and it just never materialized. Last year was a struggle for Damone Clark. So much so that he lost his job late in the season. And coming back this year, going from a guy who looked lost in the middle and literally lost his job to maybe arguably the best linebacker in college football this season it's remarkable. And it's super admirable because he committed himself to being better. He's certainly, as you could tell, been influenced by Blake Baker. And Damone Clark is having the best season for a linebacker in all of college football this year. Here was what Damone Clark had to say about Blake Baker, the first-year linebacker coach.
He's more than just a coach to me. He's like a father figure. He's like a big brother. Whenever I need Coach Baker, if I need anything, I know Coach Baker's always there, and it's just his way of interacting with us. He know the type of guy that I am, and he likes to have fun with it too, And when you have fun when doing things you love to do, there's no problem with it. But if you uptight all the time, then it'll be it'll be a tough job.
Whatever unlock Blake Baker has found with Damone Clark, he's made that kid a lot of money. And I don't want to completely be dismissive, but it's just very clear. Bo Pelini was a linebacker coach a year ago, and Damone Clark got nothing out of that. And Blake Baker came in. Damone Clark's giving him a tremendous amount of credit, and he has found that unlock for Damone Clark's potential, and it has been remarkable. He went from 63 tackles a year ago to right now leading the nation with 125 tackles. I want to say this again. Damone Clark, with 1 week to go in the regular season, is leading college football with 125 tackles. Now, Damone Clark's likely only going to play one more game. So some of these guys trailing him who might get a conference championship game and or a bowl game are probably going to pass Damone Clark on the list. But when you look at the end of the regular season, through 12 regular season games, Damone Clark is going to lead the country in tackles. More than double his total from a year ago. He's already doubled that number from a year ago. And when you look at the other finalists, and they're all fantastic players who are having very good seasons, but Darian Beavers of Cincinnati is on the list. He's got 75 tackles and 3 sacks. That's 50 fewer tackles than Damone Clark. 50 fewer tackles than Damone Clark. Nakobe Dean out of Georgia, a name a lot of people know. He has 50 total tackles on the season. That's 75 fewer than Damone Clark. He's got 4.5 sacks and 2 picks. Nakobe Dean does. Devin Lloyd out of Utah, 91 tackles. That's 34 fewer than Damone Clark. He does have 6 sacks and 3 picks. Leo Chenal out of Wisconsin, 73 tackles, 6.5 sacks. He is the middle of arguably the best defense in college football, right there with Georgia. Statistically, those are the 2 best. Why you see Nakobe Dean and Leo Chenal right there, arguably the best defensive player on the best defenses in college football. And then also Chad Muma is on this list. I don't know who that is, but he plays for Wyoming, and he has 120 tackles. He's the only guy on this list that even comes close to rivaling the production Damone Clark has had. Damone Clark has 125 tackles, 9.5 for loss, by the way. When you talk about tackles for loss, he's got the most tackles for loss on this list, and he's got 3 sacks, which is comparable to Beavers, who has 3, Dean, who's got 4.5, Lloyd and Chenal each have 6 and 6.5 respectively, so they do have more sacks than Damone Clark. But when you talk about the tackle numbers, it's not even close. He's also he's recovered a fumble. He's forced 2 fumbles. He has an interception. Damone Clark should win this award. He should. I don't know that he will, because a lot of times national awards come down to name recognition and who voters are familiar with, and they'll defer to great defenses. So, like, Nakobe Dean is probably a guy who's going to be a high draft pick. People are familiar with him. He plays on the best defense on the number 1 team, and he's probably going to win this award. Damone Clark should win this award and become the second behind Devin White to win it, the same way Kevin Minter should have won it in 2012. But Damone Clark did talk about Devin White and the influence that he had on his career.
When I first stepped foot on campus, I had guys like Devin, PQ, Jacob. I had guys like that was like big brothers to me and showed me the way it goes. And then just speaking back on Devin, the things that Devin did, my freshman year, he took me under his wing. Every time my dad sees Devin, or whenever we see Devin, like my dad always tell Devin, man, thank you, because my dad know how much of an impact that Devin had on my life, just being a freshman. When I first came here, I was 17 years old when I first stepped foot on campus. So, I didn't know much, and just having somebody like Devin just showing me the way. Like, Devin he would only make me work out with him. I used to understand it, but, he was always hard on me. Like, he'll make me go over in drills and stuff. And like I said, I never understood why, but, just looking back now, I just text Devin, Jacob, and PQ last week, and I just told them, bro, thank you. Thank you for, helping me to be the man that I am today.
By the way, Damone Clark did go on to say that he's treating Greg Penn in a similar way that Devin White treated him. That's any indication. Look for Greg Penn to maybe pop as the next great linebacker that LSU has. But when you look at this, man, it's very clear. It is very obvious that Damone Clark, when you look at these 6 finalists, and they're all fantastic football players, he has had the best season of any of them. And he should win this award, and I hope he does. It would be a great achievement and a worthy achievement for Damone Clark because of the type of season he's had. Congrats to him on the success. Let's hope he has one more big night against A&M on Saturday in Tiger Stadium. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact. And be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.